Alan Menken, Sausage Party is not exactly the kind of animated feature film that we normally associate your music with. But nevertheless, you did write a song for it called The Great Beyond. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved with
The
this.
song and the score, yeah. I co-wrote the score with Chris Leonard's. But
Right.
well, I was working with Conrad Vernon on an animated musical based on the Sid and Marty Krofft TV show called Lidsville, and all psychedelic songs, and we were having a great time. That they didn't move forward with that at DreamWorks, but Conrad at one point said, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this crazy animated thing, Sausage Party, with Seth Rogen, and Seth and Jonah Hill wrote the script, and it's crazy, and hey, you guys wouldn't want to write songs for that, would you?" I said, Glenn and I were both, yeah, sure. And he said, really? Okay, great. So I didn't know what to expect, and we met with them. I don't know how much later, but probably a few months down the road, and they described the scene that the store is opening, and all of the food items are singing about how wonderful it's going to be when they go to the Great Beyond. And they said, we were thinking of like Belle or something like that, which is kind of a wink at one of those Disney opening numbers. I said, okay, well, sure, we could do that. And thus began a journey that was, it was like a year and a half of, okay, let's change this, let's fix this, let's change that, let's it was like trying every possibility. We wrote 2 numbers to begin with, and then the number Great Beyond went through just enormous changes over the course of the year and a half. And it was a matter of also just finding what was going to connect up with the audience that loves Sausage Party and loves Seth's sensibility. Because initially we went to the Beauty and the Beast place. We were being very clever and rhyme oriented, and I had 3 counter melodies, and it was it was, and of course a lot of profanity, and a lot of references, scatological references and sexual references, but in a clever context. And over time, we refined the humor and got so much input of different ideas from Seth and from Evan Goldberg and from other guys who were in the team there, and we would incorporate things, and the final product is what you see in the movie.
Well, the song, not only is it very funny and very pleasant on the ears, but it also does a great job of setting up what this film is going to be about. It's all about food, thinking that they're gone when they get eaten, and then
yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about, I guess, setting up what the story is going to be through your songs? I mean, that's something that you do with all of your music.
Sure. I mean, the idea was that we wanted to have the song go through as many different food groups as possible in the supermarket. So you have the Chinese food having a section, and you have, sauerkraut, doing a kind of a Nazi reference, and and we have the Greek, the olives, taking pimentos up their ass, and it's like there were times where, as I worked on this, I said, what am I involved with here? Will Disney ever have me back? I mean, it's like, hell. And I remember at various times I'd be taking meetings with people, and I was just, having fun with the song, and I said, oh, you got to hear this song I'm writing for this Sausage Party. And people would come in and go, what? They didn't. It's it's overwhelming. It's not something you really can absorb. You know, it's you just feel honored to be nominated, and I know this is going to sound insincere, but it's very sincere. It just makes you feel very secure within sort of the fraternity and sorority, the association with the talented people in this business. And, you know, it's just enough to feel that you're well regarded by them, and, you know, to actually win the awards is amazing.
Well, even if you didn't have it, I think your legacy would be pretty well secured with all the great music that you've written. I know that your work with Mr. Ashman and all those great people was a big part of my childhood and everybody else's. So,
thanks.
You're welcome. Well, I know you've got to go. I wish we could keep talking longer, but it was a real pleasure getting to speak with you, and congratulations on your work.
Thanks. Okay. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.